Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dark Portal. Pom pom pom. This is the introduction zone for the Tanaan jungle, and I figured since it's such a streamlined experience and it doesn't really take long, I figured why not show you all what's going on here and, well, take you through it. Right now what happened is, like I showed you with the alpha footage, the blasted lands have been taken over by the Iron Horde. They've come in, they've tried to invade Azeroth, and we've gone in just like in the novel Beyond the Dark Portal. We've gone in and we're here to stop them. First order of business is to, well, close the Dark Portal. And as you can see, there's some massive fighting going on. You've got some Grom from the cinematic with the huge cannons on their backs. They're shooting at us. We've got a couple of NPCs fighting down here. And the fun thing is, I believe they took a couple of people from the WoW community. And they actually gave them NPCs. And I believe that they're fighting here. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe that's what's going on. The players here, this is Cordana Felsong. She looks a lot like Maiev, but she isn't. I've done a video about her and Khadgar in the Shadow Council, which I might provide a link to if you're interested in checking it out. Northpaw and Racy and Thai Warlord Shouju. Whole bunch of NPCs here. Now here we have Khadgar, we've got Thrall, we've got Marad and Lady Liadrin. Both pretty damn epic. And the Iron Horde is tossing prisoners, like Orkies and Draenor. They're tossing them down these pits in order to feed whatever is holding up the portal. Because you can see the portal on this side is still green. Fel magic, something is powering it up and we gotta take it out. First things first, Khadgar needs some more information. Oh, I think Thrall's just about to do his little spell. Hang on, this is epic. You need to see this. Here it comes, here it comes. Fury of Earth, grant me your strength. Bawoosh. And everything's cleared again, and in come new troops. Quite a badass, and he even says that his powers are not as strong here, so we need to do it because, yeah. Bonesaw, Paso Stonehoof, Yuri, and Tori, and Corsella. So yeah, what we need to do, we need to find a Iron Horde member, and we need to get, there we go. We need to get a little letter. Oh, sorry. I still need to put on the auto loots. There we go. Azeroth's last stand. Iron Horde missive. Disable the 2 Fel Spires. They're powering it up. And these are 2 buddies of Gul'dan of the Shadow Council. In our timeline, he also made a Shadow Council. By the way, Burning Blade members, I believe. Warsong Commander. Okay, sorry. No. I got distracted. In our timeline, he also made a Shadow Council. Here we have Terangor, who's in stasis, who's been drained of his powers to keep the portal open. Looks quite awesome, to be honest. The Shadow Council thanks you, right? And the Shadow Council was like Gul'dan's little secret club that was ruling the original Horde from behind the curtains. They had Blackhand as war chief, but in reality it was Gul'dan who was leading them all. He wanted more power, didn't care about his own people, and he was messing up business. He was already in contact with Kil'jaeden. That's the same on this reality. Only this time Garrosh showed up, and he was like, you know what? Hordes, Orkies, my brothers and sisters, maybe we shouldn't drink this demon blood. Maybe Gul'dan is the bad guy. And that's the main event that's been prevented. Now, there was an interesting article. Like, this is Cho'Gall. You might remember him from the Cataclysm. Terangor is, of course, from the Black Temple, the Death Knights. Now, there was an interesting article from Know Your Lore the other day. About where exactly we are. It isn't as much as time travel as it is more... Well, it is... It's complicated. It's time travel. Like, Garrosh did indeed go back in time. From our point of view. But he didn't end up on a Draenor that we knew from the past. He ended up on a completely different Draenor in a different reality, where certain events are just not the same. Once again, if I remember it, I'll place a link down below. You can check it out. I would love to say who wrote it, but I fear that I would mispronounce her name, so I'll put it up in the screen. And now we're gonna take out the main battery of this operation, Mr. Gul'dan himself.
Release me, Iron Hordes. It's no fair.
I was supposed to be the most powerful one. And then that prophet showed up and then he ruined it all. So the bonds weaken and we're taking these devices out to get them out of there. Now of course the tormented souls that have been thrown in here, they're not happy about it. So they want to attack us. They don't like us. They're tormented. Makes sense. I mean, sorry guys, it wasn't us. It was the Horde. And here we have Gul'dan, Lord of the Shadow Council. Bawoosh, liberated. Do not delay, mortal. I can feel the life essence of your armies fading. There will be time for regret later. We will meet again, noble. Right, and we will meet him again in Frostfire Ridge. He plays a pretty big part in the questline. The last time I checked, it wasn't really connected to anything, but it was mainly Gul'dan sending out his troops to mess up a whole bunch of things. He isn't done yet. He isn't done with trying to get power, and we just liberated him. And by liberating him, we've disconnected the portal from Azeroth. But the portal still stands. So, we gotta get out of here. The Vanguard is failing. And we will not let their great sacrifice be in vain. So pretty much what we're doing is we're circling around. And eventually we're gonna actually destroy the Dark Portal. At least if they implement the cinematic at one point. Here we go. And what I love most is that these are pretty damn interesting lore characters. At least most of them are. And Khadgar is just such a badass. He just shoots his arcane powers. Pew, 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 pew. Everybody dead. And I don't know what comes before this. Maybe it'll add a little scenario. Maybe something. I really hope that they're gonna give Khadgar a power up. That would be great. He's wielding a Tish. I want that to be canon. Because that should be damn sweet. Now we got a couple of dead orkies here. The rest of them are moving out, and we're gonna help them. Now, if you do this on the Alliance side, instead of orcs... Hang on. He just died in her arms. Instead of orcs, you'll see Draenor sitting there. There are only a few minor differences, but overall it's a similar experience. Which is kind of cool, to be honest. Some might call it lazy, but I think it's only fair. It's the introduction experience after all. Sorry, bless ya. I didn't see you there. So what we're doing is we're liberating a couple of the slaves that they've taken. Because you know that's a bad thing. We're killing the Bleeding Hollow clan right now. And that's also pretty damn cool, is that in the introduction scene you'll see all the warlords that you'll eventually fight. Like, I believe there are like 7 warlords. And pretty much all of them are represented here. We've seen the war song at the start, with the war song missive and all that. They were already there. And here we have the Bleeding Hollow. Now the Bleeding Hollow are led by Kilrock Deadeye. And these are the orkies that are out of their minds. Right? Their tradition for their chieftain is to pluck out his own eye and sacrifice it in order to receive some vision of his own demise. And that vision will dictate how he's going to rule the clan. Which is pretty damn cool, in my opinion. I can't wait to see more of the Bleeding Hollow clan. I believe they're located in the Tanaan jungle, that this is their home turf. I'm not exactly sure about that. And of course we also need to burn down their huts. Burn, burn, burn. 8 in total. And with that done, we're already done here. Now hopefully we will get to see that there's... Hang on. I'm moving ahead of myself. You'll see it, hopefully. Oh, done. There we go. Now on the other side. Hopefully it won't pull too much. Right, now here's probably gonna happen. Let me just take him out. Now, as you might notice from the Death Knights, his Obliterate, is that called Obliterate? Yeah, it's pretty damn OP at the moment. I think that's still gonna get nerfed, so they get too excited, but it's pretty damn awesome at the moment. I'm on fire! Whee! Splat. Nice touch. And that ragdolling what you just saw. that flipping around and stuff. That's a savage thing that will pop up from time to time. I've seen it several times now, and it's really cool. I like that they added that. Another one. Roar! Run for your life. Yup. Burn, orkies, burn. So, right, that's the Bleeding Hollow clan. And we've taken on their lower minions. We've taken on the clan members. Time to go to the main course and find their chieftain. Now this is a run for your life, evacuate as fast as possible. We gotta go. We gotta get out of here. We disconnected the dark portal. And I forgot to mention this because or at least maybe I did. I'm rambling on, excuse me. We disconnected the dark portal, so instead of stepping through it and ending up on Azeroth, we ended up on the other side. It just didn't go anywhere. And while I was streaming, I was going like Ariok, who the hell's Ariok? And someone was kind enough to send me a tweet like, Ariok is actually Eitrig's son, which I thought was amazing. So Eitrig's son is just gonna have a little hero moment here. We need to distract Kilrogg, and this is Kilrogg's Eye. Warlocks currently already have the spell called Eye of Kilrogg, and maybe, hopefully, they'll upgrade it to look like this. Or maybe give a glyph or something like that. I think that would be really cool. Anyways, they're doing a blood ritual. I can see you. And we're disrupting the blood ritual, so hang on. Excuse me. Can you stop doing that? It's no cool. In order to distract the Eye and have our group make the way past and get to the next area. And we've got one more glob of blood to go. Ooh, it's been a long time since I played Death Knights. Ooh. Alrighty, so we go up here. The music is on, right? Yeah. There's just not really any music here yet. Sound options also good. Yep, it's on loop. Yep, no music here just yet. So here's the final blood ritual orb even. And he's like, you know what? I know what I must do. Right. Kilrogg Deadeye. Chieftain. Popped his own eye out. Those Melkrogs behind him, those are of course temp models. They will be improved, and he just fights with a stick and a nail. So you don't want to mess with him because that's gonna hurt. And he was like, I know what I will do, and I jump in front of the ritual. And instead of them getting their power boost, it will be I. He starts to fight with those brutes. It's freaking epic. Go find Khadgar. Go now. Oh, okay then. Cause you insist. Righto, next area. Across the bridge. Oh right, these things, I thought that they were like the Kiraj models. But apparently these are the Ravager models from Burning Crusade, and they've upgraded them. I still think they look the same. And there's also a new mount in the shop that's similar. Right, so next phase, Khadgar. We're happy that we made it so far. You know what? Maybe it should be wise to just blow up this damn bridge and cut off the Bleeding Hollow clan and everything else that's going on there. Bye-bye. Follow the Khadgar into the Kargafar Proving Grounds. Hello everybody. Are we chilling? Yes. Cool. Alrighty. So, the Kargafar grounds is Kargaf Bladefist. Stay alive, noble. Sure, Frau. Will do. And we're sent to, if you're Alliance, you will be sent to save the Draenor. For the Horde, you're sent to save Drekvar. You gotta look at the new Venus plant model. It's kinda cool. Now, I'd imagine that they're going to add some more quests here, because these Shattered Hand clan members, I hope I can get a good picture of it. No? Oh, he's escorting a prisoner. Oh, that one. Hang on, here you can see it. They're freaking out of their minds. They're torturing their prisoners, and it's kind of really sick. So I hope to add like kill 8 of them. That should be enough. Just kill 8 of them. That should be enough. I hope they're gonna add quests like that. So here we're gonna douse the flames. I feel the flames dying down. What is happening, Exarch? we have a visitor. Perhaps a savior. Now, BlizzCon, they said we're gonna see a Drekvar go blind. I haven't witnessed that moment, and apparently this is the introduction area. This is the first thing we're gonna see on Draenor. So it's very possible that they've revoked the decision, that Drekvar's just going to be boar blind, just like he was on our timeline. I don't know. Go away, Shadow Torturer. This is my area. Right, safely brought home. Farseer Drekvar, hello. Next up, gonna enter the arena. We cannot hide here forever. Nope, we cannot. Follow me and stay close. A combat arena. This may be a trap, but at least we will die with honor, says Thrall. This slaver and torturer knows nothing of honor. Drekvar says, or perhaps, And there we have him, Bladefist himself. Now, what they said at BlizzCon is that his backstory, like the whole Bladefist clan, they chop off body parts and replace it with weapons. Kargav himself was taken by the ogres into the mines. He was a slave. And at one point he just had enough and he was like, you know what? Screw you guys. I'll chop off my hands and break myself free out of these chains. He choked one of the ogres with his own chains. And he turned around and he asked all the other slaves, like, you guys with me? You guys want to escape? You guys want to become a clan? And they were like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's get out of here. And they did. Now this area, I love this area. Everybody is fighting. All the guys that Lady Liadrin, Amarat, Khadgar, all of them are using their specials. And Thrall in the background is using his spikies. You don't actually have to fight, but of course it will speed up things. And you won't die. Because certain members of the Bladespire clan, they will come for you. Death Pact, by the way, is no longer required to have a ghoul out. You can just activate it, which is kinda neat. It's kinda neat in my opinion. And I just love this, man. I think it's really cool. Khadgar unleashing his powers. Khadgar has been made quite a badass. Which I love, of course. Alliance member. Represents. But yeah. It's just really great to see that they have taken him out of the Shafra city. And they've made him actually do something. Now I have no idea where he got all these powers from. Perhaps years next to a Naru will give it to you. Of course he was a badass already at the start. He just hasn't done anything for so long. It's quite surprising. So, yep, we don't have time for that. So whoosh! Everybody frozen. And we get the hell out of here. Everyone with me! Now I don't know why he didn't do that from the start. But okay. I counted 99. You need 100. Well, we owe you 1. Poof! 1 extra dead. Quickly into the cave. So yeah, run for our lives. I have no idea why I didn't do that from the start. But of course, don't overthink it. Just enjoy the cool moments. It's way better. And to stop the clan from following us, Khadgar's like, you know what? We're all safe inside now. Let's just bring down these rocks. Bye, Bladefist. Have fun. Awesome. Awesome. Next up, we're in the, what is it called? The Umbral Mines, where the Shadowmoon Council is located. And for the Horde he sends Lady Liadrin. For the Alliance it's Marat that sent out. And I really like Luca. Luca gives you 3 names. It's a Game of Thrones reference. Kinda nice touch. So we're sent in, kill 12, kill 3 special ones, and be done with it. Now, I don't think there's a special one in here, but at least there's one. And I'm really happy that things are a little bit less busy in the starting area, because they recently added some extra invites, and it's just become madness, man. It really has. There's one quest in Shadowmoon Valley, if you do it, then Prophet Velen will like do a vision of the future and the entire zone phases. Now this was a problem when there were about, give a number, I have no idea how many people were on the server, but not so many as we have now. Now about every 25 seconds the entire server despawns, and it's horrible. But hey, beta will be beta. And I'm just happy that we get to test it, to be honest. Now I think there was one here. Ungre. Oh no, he was one up. Oh right, that was it. Sorry. My life for Ner'zhul. These Void Wolfies are tameable. For you hunters who are drooling right now, like, ew, no, they look so pretty. They are tameable. And I believe the Hydras are tameable as well. So yeah, enjoy. They look amazing, to be honest. I'm quite jealous. And even the shamanistic wolf form is upgraded. That's quite cool. Oh, you have Ungre. Ungre, I believe, from the Shadowmoon clan. She just called down a void monstrosity. And the Shadowmoon clan has embraced shadow powers, void magic. What happened was Ner'zhul was found by Grom Hellscream, and he was offered a choice. Either join the Iron Horde, or the Iron Horde will wash over you and murder all your people. So Ner'zhul was like, yeah sure, I want to join. And then they were like, well okay, you gotta prove yourself. And he was like, sure, I'll just embrace the shadow magic of my people. Something that we've known for years. Apparently they did. I had no idea that they did, but apparently they knew these powers for years. He embraced them, and in the process he sold his soul. And his mate Rokan did not agree with his choices. She was like, nope, nope, that's not how my boat flows. That's not how we're gonna do this. So she was like, yeah, I'll take my people and go away from you. And Ner'zhul ended up as one of the warlords. This is Ural, one of the new main characters for the Alliance. Ural is described as a Joan of Arc type of character. She's a paladin, mainly protection what I've seen. And she will get better gear, she will do some awesome stuff in Shadowmoon Valley. We'll probably get there in the future. And all around she's pretty damn awesome, thankfully. There was some data mined information that suggested that she was going to be Marad's arm candy. But on Twitter they debunked it and they said that there wouldn't be a love relation between Marad and Ural. Which is kind of cool. Since that implies, possibly keeps open. No, it doesn't. It does. Never mind. Just rambling myself. Now you might notice... Oh, damn it. That quest doesn't offer it. I'll talk about it in a moment. Now here we have Caledon the Breaker. He stands between us and freedom, so we're gonna kill him. He has these really cool shadow totems, which I really like. Death Knights might have been noticed just now that I was able to summon the army on the go. That's also a change, which I really like. Maybe we should stun that. Interrupt that even. Ner'zhul, help me. Nope, you dead. Worthless. Bawoosh. And I imagine that Ner'zhul... Well, actually imagine Ner'zhul killed him, but apparently not. Your scurrying is at an end, rats. Ew. Not so fast, Ner'zhul. Yeah, step closer. I will bury you alive for the glory of the Iron Horde. Khadgar, get us out of here! Bawoosh. Mass teleport. And again, why didn't you do that in the first place? That was close. There's no turning back. We press on through the very jaws of the beast. So that's Shadowmoon clan done. So we end up in the Blackrock Quarry, where they are making weapons and such, and we're going to arm the slaves that we liberated. We're going to get them weapons, and we're going to create an army. So let's get on that, shall we? Pom-pom. Right, now this quest I'm able to show you. You can see here the following spell will be cast on you cooldowns. You will earn the following abilities: Pillar of Frost and Empower Rune Weapon. This is for those that buy premates or the boost to level 90. And instead of just dumping all your talents and your skills and your spells at once, you slowly but surely get all of them unlocked. And you will be able to play with them. Which is kind of nice in my opinion. I don't know if they actually give additional information as to how the spells work. But it's a hell of a lot better than just being dumped in as a level 90. Here you go, here's everything, have fun. So maybe that will give a little bit of more room of playing around. And hopefully they'll also upgrade the, what do you call it? Proving grounds. Maybe that will give some more information as to how you can play your class. And that should be peachy. Now, the Blackrock clan is led by Blackhand. And Blackhand from our timeline was the puppet of Gul'dan. Like I mentioned earlier, Shadow Council was ruling the Horde from behind the curtains. And Gul'dan had Blackhand manipulated, put him up as war chief since everybody would love to follow him. And in reality, Gul'dan was ruling the Horde. He eventually was overthrown by his second in command, Orgrim Doomhammer. Doomhammer might sound a little bit familiar for you guys. And he was taken out because they all led the Horde to a more darker and more dishonorable path. In this reality, the Blackrock clan is used as the smiths for the Horde. Like Garrosh took blueprints from Azeroth with him to the Iron Horde. Took those blueprints, upgraded the armory, upgraded the weapons, upgraded the knowledge of the Horde. And he boosted their power. The Blackrock clan are those who actually wielded, studied those blueprints and, well, got them produced and got them working. So that's the replacement between the Fel magic and their incredible power. It's mainly their technology. I mean, before Garrosh showed up, before he showed them the blueprints, all they had was weapons and sticks and big sticks, and that's about it. Now they actually have bombs and they have ships and all kinds of good stuff. Of course, Garrosh also prevented drinking demon blood. So that means no longer slaves to the Burning Legion, which is always a nice thing. And they actually call Garrosh Prophet Garrosh. Now I still wonder if Garrosh is fully in charge with everything that's going on, because there was a vision in the Shadowmoon Valley about Ner'zhul's choice, as I just told you, where they showed Garrosh's model. But his model was all covered in bandages and he was still wounded. And a couple of people said like, no, that's from the Siege of Orgrimmar. Because we beat the crap out of him, he still has those bandages. But as far as I remember, or at least as far as I collected, there are several years passed since Garrosh actually set foot on this Draenor. So he should have had plenty of times to heal up. Could it be that Grom has taken over for his puny son? Is he now leading it all, and did he just cast Garrosh aside, or is that just purely my headcanon with no real base behind it? I have no idea. Time will tell. Can't wait to find out. Now we've got all the weapons. Time to turn them in and get an army going. And this next moment with Khadgar, I love this. I hope mages get a similar spell like this, because it just looks so cool. Rise up, Frostwolves, avenge the murder of your chieftain and reclaim the honor of our clan. And as Alliance, I believe it's Marad who says that. Now here we have Blackhand himself, and behind him is a Grom. And a few of you were kind enough, I wasn't sure like what is that thing behind him. A few of you were kind enough to point out like that's very likely to be Gruul the Subjugated, since he's a boss in the Blackrock Foundry. In our timeline he's Gruul the Dragon Slayer, and he was a boss in the Burning Crusade. I love that moment, like shoof 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 shoof. It's epic. So it's very possible that was Gruul the Subjugated, or perhaps there was a different Grom. Don't know yet. At least I don't know yet. And Khadgar's like, you know what, we've got a dam. We've got a whole bunch of water. You know what we should do? We should combine the power of frost and fire and arcane. Just put it together in a massive attack and shoot it there. Bow, whoosh. I love that moment, man. It's epic. It's epic. So, we're sent out to kill X, kill Z, or Z even. Kill a couple of the big guys. These are Ogron. I believe they're coming from the Gron family. They're more common in Frostfire Ridge than they are in the Draenor area in Shadowmoon Valley. Don't think I've seen them there yet. But they look damn awesome. They have a dramatic death. I like them. I like them a lot. Can you toss me a heal, Liadrin? Is that too much to ask today? Maybe, please? Please? And Liadrin is of course the first Blood Knight of the Blood Elves. Was part of the Burning Crusade. When Velen used the Dark Heart of Mauru to re-empower the Sunwell. She was like, "Oh my god, it's so pretty! Thank you!" And the Blood Elves were given a future. It's kinda awesome. What else was I about to say? There was like one spell for the Death Knights that they changed. Was it Blood Boil? Shush, little guy. It's not that bad to die. Come on now. Which one was it? Pestilence, I think. In the past you had like Pestilence and then Blood Boil. Like you apply Pestilence so your disease is spread throughout all the targets. And then you use Blood Boil to blow them up. I believe they've combined it into one. Spreads your existing diseases from your targets to all other enemies hit, and it deals AoE damage. So you no longer have to do the combo for it, which is kinda nice. At least I think it's kinda nice. Well, what do I know? I don't main the Death Knights. Alrighty, I need that Gron. The Ogron even. Come here. Come here, I wanna kill ya. Ooh, there spawned another one behind me. I don't need that one. I do need 4 more of you Blackrock Grunts. And then we can move on to the next stage. And like I mentioned, it's a very sleek experience. Very streamlined. I really enjoy it. And we've almost done all the clans, I believe. We've seen the Frostwolves, of course, with Drekvar. We've seen the War Song at the start, we've seen Shadow Moon, we've seen Shadow Council, we've seen Blackrock, we've seen Deadeye, we've seen Blackhand, which is the same as Blackrock, we've seen Kilrog. I think that's all there. I mean, you don't see all the Warlords in person. At least not as far as I know. I mean, Dudoten, at least from the Frostwolf clan, is still in Frostfire, he's not here. So at least he will be missing. And here's Khadgar, he's been busy working on them, and he's done. He's about done. He's like, yeah, you know what, boom, everybody to high grounds. Water incoming. And he floods their entire operations. Bawoosh. Yep, sucks to be Iron Horde. Cool. So what I really like is when you move up a little closer, you can see Khadgar teleport back in. And a little bit of water jumps through the portal. That was really close. I really like that. Well now, I'd say we made an impact. Yep. In the background you can see the pistol thing. That's not a pistol, that's a cannon. And it's aimed at the Dark Portal. I'd imagine that they want to use it on Azeroth. That was the main purpose for it there. But we can find a different purpose for it. We sure can. And this quest line has you like, you need to find some blueprints so that they can study the machine and that they know how it works. But here you can pick up a keg with powder. And the guys from Fedboss started this trend. At least I think they were one of the first who did this. I'm sure a lot of people also picked it up. But that's where I first saw this. My innocent mind didn't even think of this, but you can, the buff lasts for 10 minutes. And you can just draw whatever you like to draw, to be honest. And some people keep it really pure. They just like to make pretty things, but some people just take it a little bit further. And they start to draw, well, penises and other things. But I'm a pure kind of person. I just like to make models and stuff. Well, let's draw a line through it, and this lasts for like 10 minutes, so you can go nuts. You can be as creative as you want to be. And then you hook it up to the device, and you blow it up. Invalid target. Stupid wolf. I saw what you did there. And then it burns. Yay! Burn. Ah, whoosh. Oh, poor Orky. Righto. Done, done, done. Then we just need the blueprints. And we need to go and save Ganar. Those who've seen the video about Ganar know what kind of a badass is. And he was also pretty pissed. He was pissed at... Well, let me just show you. Here's Ganar. Ganar is currently busy with poop scooping. Yup. Ganar the poop scooper. They're trying to break his spirits. Right? So he's cleaning out the latrine. And upstairs, is that Frostwolf Run broken yet? Yeah, it has to be disgusting. Right, so he's imprisoned, and that's the part where he's so pissed about. Now, in Frostfire, he talks about how his father was murdered, how he saw it all, how he was left for dead. I haven't found that storyline yet. I don't know if that's the introduction area, or if they're going to add it, or if we're just gonna have to believe him from what happened. But apparently at some point, the Iron Wolf kills his father, kills the leader of the Frostwolf clan, which makes Durotan... Well, I'm not sure if that made Durotan pick up his clan. But his clan eventually moved to Frostfire Ridge, and they stepped away from the Iron Hordes. The Iron Wolf was actually a Frostwolf once upon a time. He's actually Ganar's and Durotan's brother. So he murdered his own father. That's the information I could gather. Now I hope they'll still add that piece of story to the game. That would be really sweet. But it's also very possible that they won't. That's also a possibility. Now I still need to find the Worldbreaker schematics, and of course the Worldbreaker is this device. But it's not really dropping just yet. Yeah. Now let me just talk about other things then. This is the Burning Blade symbol of the Burning Blade clan. From our timeline, the Burning Blade clan was full with great swordsmen. Blade Masters even, and Mankrik, the guy from Mankrik's wife, is suggested to be part of said Burning Blade clan. Because in the Cataclysm they updated his questline, he now wields the Burning Blade clan symbol, the flag, and he's killing a whole bunch of Quillboar even. So yeah, it's highly possible that he used to be part of that clan. Now most of them went a little bit nuts eventually, but yeah, Mankrik seems to be okay. He just has a boar obsession. Besides that, he seems to be okay. Now those guys are not dropping what I need. Let me get the key then. Maybe you? Maybe you will be so kind. Nope. You guys then, maybe? Right, let me show you Pestilence. Like, it spreads and it explodes instantly. Kinda nice. Kinda nice in my opinion, although I do wonder how you're gonna tank with it if everything does AoE. Now there are the schematics. Owlboy, wait for me. I too need set key, so please wait for me. And here's one of the Blade Masters. I assume anyways that he's a Blade Master. Overseer Gotrek. He's testing his metal with the stone. Chopping it up. And there you go, buddy. All dead. So we got his key. We got the schematic. Yep. We're also a little bit burning. That's no good. Actually a saber guard. Cool. I want to see that one. Stop killing it. Look, she has a freaking saber. Cool. I hadn't seen those yet. Very nice. Okay. That's very nice to see. So, Ganar, buddy, old pal, let me liberate you. This is no life for an orc. Come on. Free at last, indeed. I swear by the spirit of my father that I will make them pay. You go and do that, buddy. I'll be over here, yeah? So here are the schematics. A Talon Dark Anvil. Now I imagine like they're Blackrock orcs. Oh, they're Blackrock orcs. Yep, these are Blackrock Orcs, Noble, indeed. They're Dark Iron Dwarfs from the Black Rock Mountain. And Hanzo Heavyhands from some data mine information is apparently the funny character. It could be that it's already scripted out of there. But that's what I gathered. And he's here to get his wife back. Because the Iron Horde had invaded Blackrock Mountain. They've taken up residence within UBRS. Apparently they've taken his wife. And he's not that happy about it. I don't know why orcs would want a dwarf for their wife. But okay. Maybe they're really into beards and stuff like that. So we're nearing the end of the introduction zone. And as you can see, nice shot of the Dark Temple. We're gonna take over the Dark Portal even. And I think it looks really, really cool. We're gonna take over this device. So the dwarf, he goes tinkering with the controls. With the controls. And we get to blow up the orcish. Let's try and kill everybody. So we jump in a cannon. Yup. You go and do your thing. Khadgar, buy me some time. We will do what we can, Talon. And we get to help them. And I love this bit, man. All these heroes downstairs and you're like their only hope to get things done. You can blow up orkies. The ragdoll is real here. They still fly away in massive explosions. Like I said, you'll see this several times throughout the entire zone. Now, Ural, it's tank coming over the rise. Look out. Okay, Ural. Is that a tank? Is cannon? Maybe both. And like I said, the Iron Horde has upgraded their arsenal. Which is the main reason why they're so dangerous in this time period. I mean, I'd imagine that the Draenor with their advanced technology could actually take them out. But there's actually a questline later on in Shadowmoon Valley that deals with this problem, which is quite nice. Tank respawned. So we're gonna take them out. Now I don't know if it actually does anything if they just shoot at you. I have not noticed any effect of their hits as of yet. But imagine if you let them shoot too long, they will destroy the cannon that you're using. Now the final phase. They're bringing in bombs, Mr. Noble. Blast those carts before they can get close. We're bringing in some bombs. We're gonna blow it all up. And the questing experience, for those wondering, my general opinion is there are some really cool moments, like Thrall casting a gigantic tornado, bombing Karabor, Valen's vision. You know, there are some really, really cool moments. Drekvar popping his heroism and empowering everybody, you know, the moments are there. But overall, I'm not blown away. I personally, of course, Alpha and Beta will be Beta, Alpha, Beta. Of course, I know this, but feedback is required to improve it, right? I personally enjoyed the Mr. Pandaria questing a lot. I know that some people didn't really like it. I did. I thought it was awesome how you could use different mechanics, like one time you were meditating. The next moment you were kicking the crap out of a gigantic bug. The next moment you were doing kung fu moves, you know. I really enjoyed the questing spirit. But I know some people just agree with the standard kill X and collect Z way of questing. Because it's more streamlined, it's easier, and they can get the things done and they can move on to the end game. I completely realize that there are people who enjoy it. And hopefully both sides will get what they want. Now, this is the end. We just had a cinematic, but the cinematic didn't load. It's not in the game yet. I'd imagine that he's gonna take the controls. Pew pew pew. Dark Portal is destroyed. Everybody's mad at us. And we gotta go and we gotta run. Ganaar is like, come at me, Hellscream. And Drekvar's like, don't be a fool, Ganaar. Run. We will fight another day. Keep moving. I see ships ahead. G. And I haven't been able to record him just yet, but Grom Hellscream will show up at the end, and he's like, wherever you will go, this is my world, I will find you. And I will kill you, and I am evil, sort of. The badass, the bad guy. And I really, really like it. I love how they introduced each clan. I love how they went around and just showed you, like, this is why you're here, this is what you're doing. Very much beyond the Dark Portal. Ah, here we go. There's no place to run, outsiders. This is my world. We will find you. And then Gnar's like, we Frostwolves will be waiting for you, Hellscream. You, your ogres, your whole Iron Horde, you're as good as dead. And now, final moments. Everybody uses their ultimate attack. And I love this moment. There's not really anything attacking us right now, but each and every one of them just goes with the ultimate. Liedrin, she can hold down her hammer. Drekvar's using his totems. Gnar's just screaming because he doesn't have anything. Thrall is there with his thingy. Felsong's just hiding in stealth. Khadgar is shooting his arcane balls at people. Marad is a freaking uber paladin god. The dwarves are just standing there and dancing, of course, which is awesome. And then Maladar has his friendly Draenei spirits behind him. And that's your initial questing experience in the Tanaan jungle. So you tell, like, abilities fully unlocked, you tell Khadgar, you know what, it's time to go. So this is where the Horde and Alliance split up. Alliance go to Shadowmoon Valley, Horde go on the ship and they go to Frostfire Ridge. This, boom, is you take over the ship, it's not textured yet, and you, the hero, give the command like, set sail, we're getting the hell out of here. This is not implemented for the Alliance just yet, it is for the Horde. And the next part, hopefully it will dump me there. Yep, we end up at Frostfire Ridge, and the story of Frostfire Ridge can begin, where you meet the Frostwolf clan, where you liberate your base, where you get all good things done, and now you know how it happens. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the introduction for Tanaan Jungle. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with me? Is it a good experience? Would you like to see something different? Let me know in the comments. Do you have anything else to say at this moment? Not really, to be honest. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, guys. See ya!
Our bond is iron, our will unbreakable. Who will stand against us?